everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Today, we've got a team that's been great at defending the pass. The Dolphins are top 10 at defending the pass, and they'll be going up against the Jets, who will need to solve that secondary.
Larry, we come to you from a city that's played host to 10 Super Bowls with an 11th on the way in 2020. Yes, we are in beautiful Miami, Florida. The excitement brewing here in South Florida. As a moment ago, the Dolphins starters were introduced to this home crowd. They're fired up as well as they get set to match up with the New York Jets. Shift together here from the D-line.
Now let's go. Green, 39.
Forte. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. This is Forte, and he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to make it 3rd down and 10.
Okay, let's just make this one simple. We know that the running game is not their thing, but they can't just throw it on every single down without expecting some real heat from the pass rush.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. From the gun, it's Hackenberg. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
And that's a great opening series defensively. You force what should be a 3-and-out on your opening possession.
And great coverage there on 3rd down to force the incompletion to set up 4th. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. That's taken on the 25. And 9 yards there on the return following a punt of 47. And it'll be Dolphin football. Now it's the Boise State alum, Jay Ajayi. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's 2nd down. They run again with Ajayi. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Tannehill with a hook up to Parker for the Dolphin first.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered, but how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
Not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Ajayi. A broken tackle on the run, and then just on the other side of midfield, they get to it. And he's able to get more than half of what they needed. That brings up a 3rd and 5. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on second down. Tannehill now to throw. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. 9 yards on the play and a first down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Tannehill now, they give to Ajayi. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. And here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. And throw right side complete to Parker. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11. This is Ajayi. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
And the offense readies for play number 10 of this series. First carry for Kenyon Drake. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd. The Dolphins on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 8. They run with Ajayi. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Call it a gain of 5. 4th down now.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, got to make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
And the first play will be a field goal try. From the left hash, this from 39. And Parkey's kick is good. And the Dolphins will jump out to a 3-0 lead. So they get 3. They were hoping for 6. An unlucky number 13 play drive.
Well, you go to the sideline after putting 3 points on the board, happy, but you wanted to be ecstatic. You wanted to have 6 on the board. On the opposite sideline, though, the defense, I think they're high-fiving each other, only giving up 3 after letting them run that much offense.
A reminder later tonight, a game some folks have had circled on their calendars since the schedule came out in April. That's the Super Bowl rematch. Falcons, Charles, at Foxborough to take on the Patriots.
Super Bowl 51 and a half, anyone?
Then on Monday night, that's no slouch either. An NFC East battle between the Redskins and the Eagles. A good pickup there, a 22.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Left side complete, Safarian Jenkins. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Austin Safarian Jenkins, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jets are able to strike for 6. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. Cat and zero out now as he'll kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. On second down, here's Tannehill. The Fasano here brings it in. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down.
There's a completion to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely. I mean, size, the hands.
Speed. I mean, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
Now it's Ajayi. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again, go play action, hit them over the top.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for a first. Tannehill. And he finds Julius Thomas. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. Tannehill with a hook up to Thomas for a Dolphin first down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Here's Ajayi. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it. Because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
From the 50, it's Tannehill. And, oh, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
It's got to the point where we see guys like that make that type of a catch. Not fair goes through my brain. That size, that speed, and now they're acting like wide receivers too.
Yeah, tight end one-handed catches. They're kind of like wide receiver one-handed catches nowadays.
Just not right.
The Dolphins on third down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. They're up against a 3rd-and-1 situation. And some room to work. Ajayi's going to go. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Ajayi, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins are in for 6. Well, they were just hoping that run would pick up the first. They got the whole enchilada.
And I'm so used to teams on third down, doesn't matter how far they need for a first down, throwing the ball. Instead, they run it, and as you said, picked up the first down, and then some, and then some. In fact, everything, all the way for a touchdown. Terrific play.
And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. New York set to take the field. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Lawrence Timmons, the outside linebacker, drops him for a loss of 6. running play now for Forte. 5 yards will get them back to the original line of scrimmage, but now they're looking at 3rd and 10.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And unable to connect on the long pass. It falls down incomplete.
But no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. This is fielded at the 7. A minute 58 to go in this first half of play. We'll come back to Miami after this. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They'll send Parker in motion right. Here's a handoff to Ajayi to begin the drive. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Well, he appears well on his way to another big game. And you remember 2016, partner. He became just the 4th player in NFL history to have 3 200-yard rushing games in a season.
2 of them were back-to-back. Steelers in Week 6, Bills in Week 7. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. On 2nd down, they'll try and run the counter. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
But it was stopped on that play. He's had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Tannehill. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they go backwards here. Losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Now the Jets are going to burn another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Jets offensive unit ready to get going here. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked.
Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains. Hackenberg now to throw on first. And this one hauled in by Will Tye. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. Hackenberg on first down. And his throw here is incomplete. Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for. That'll bring up second down.
Well, one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
To the sideline, and oh, that's well done. Able to drag the feet. He's going to have the first down. A pickup of 5 that time and a first down. And they're going to go soft on the corners.
Here we go now.
On 1st and 10, Hackenberg. Caught. Safarian Jenkins, right side. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first. And that extra yardage makes this upcoming field goal attempt much more manageable.
Agreed, because when you talk to defensive coordinators, they always tell us the 35-yard line on our side of the field, that's the line we guard the most aggressively, because once they get there, they believe they're in field goal range.
Detroit!
They go back to the ground attack here. It's Forte. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And Catanzaro's kick is right through. So thanks to the late field goal, we are all tied up heading to intermission. As we check in with Larry Ridley in Orlando, he's standing by with our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
And he'll give it here to his running back. That's a nice move by Ajayi. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. They'll try the air now with Tannehill. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, This feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Going deep here for Parker. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And that right there is something we've seen, I don't know, 15 times in NFL history. That will officially go down as a 60-yard field goal.
And everything has to be absolutely perfect for this to have any chance. He's got to get it out low and really drive through it. And I tell you, that was one heck of a kick. One heck of a decision on the sideline to even try it as well.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
Let's go. Green 39.
On the counter, Forte. And he's got this one just across midfield to the 49. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. A give. This is Forte. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
Cameron Wake makes plays like that look simple because I think he plays with excellent leverage. Really does a nice job of being lower than the offensive guys trying to block him and gets underneath them and goes up and down the line of scrimmage to make those types of plays.
And kept him to a short run play there. Hackenberg now. And he's got a noon one. Give him 30 yards there.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Give it up to Forte. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10.
So if I'm an offensive coordinator, there's one thing that I know for sure. This is one of the top 5 teams in the NFL against the run. So when I look at my playlist, I'm probably thinking about throwing it.
All right, here we go.
On 3rd down, Hackenberg. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Ray Malaluga. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
They'll start out on the ground with Ajayi. Ajayi hit. He lost the football. But I think a Dolphin was able to fall on it. Yes, they'll keep possession here.
Wow. That ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get them home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. That one good for 13 at a Dolphin first down. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. The slot man in motion right. Now a handoff looking right. And he'll be taken down here at about the 23-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. Incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Jets offense now works their way back onto the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Throwing, Hackenberg. He hits Jermaine Kearse. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. That one goes for 24 yards. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. On first down, this is Forte. And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
It's caught on the left side by Kearse. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
And to give this time to the tailback. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
So right now what I'm seeing an offense is just firing off the ball a lot quicker than they can react. And not only that, they're sustaining the blocks, too. I'm seeing guys get 6-7 yards downfield before there's even a hint of contact.
Here we go. 3-19.
So the chains are on their sides. It's 1st and goal from the 6. And he gets them a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Dolphins have got it. And they had it there so close to the goal line, a chance to take it across, claim the lead here in the 4th. Boy, that was a big, big mistake.
It really was, and as much as I want to give credit to the defense for making the play, I do tend to agree with you. That mistake, that's a chance to go in and take the lead. I mean, you're in great shape, yet you don't take care of the football. But they'll be going over that like crazy in the upcoming weeks.
And tough starting field position here. Drake will start the drive on the ground. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. He's able to rattle off 6 on the carry, and that'll get him to 3rd and 4. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back, tell him to take care of the ball, and try and move forward.
From the gun on 3rd down, Tannehill. And Stills over the middle. And he's going to have the 1st down as he's marked down just shy of the 20. Tannehill finding Stills, and it's a Dolphin 1st down. Getting late here in the 4th, and if this team has any chance to win this football game, their defense obviously needs a stop here. Now a handoff here to his running back. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
And he's got room. Jay's going to go. The 40. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. And at this stage of the game, time a factor, time on their side as they just try to eke out the final precious moments of this one. And to give this time to the tailback. And he stopped immediately there. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. Run. 10 yards still left on 2nd down. Now a toss play. It's Ajayi. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31. Defensively, they rally quickly after the broken tackle. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Tannehill now to throw. Quick hitch, complete. It's Parker. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
They got the completion, but they didn't get the first down. So you got to think if you're on the defensive side of the ball, you're pretty happy with what you just accomplished there.
Yeah, guy, like you said, got him out of bounds, stopped the clock, kept him short of the marker. And Parkey's kick is good. And that extends their advantage to 6. It's 16-10. So they get the 3 here, but you wonder whether that's going to be enough.
Yeah, I mean, you've now made it so they need a touchdown rather than a field goal to catch them. But you're right. If they'd gotten 6 out of that drive, this would be a much different game.
And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. New York set to take the field. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
And an alley to run. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the first down. I got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the 4th quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11. He's back to throw. Incomplete over the middle, Safarian Jenkins. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. Fresh set of downs here. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And that one, oh, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
Here comes the D swarming to the line. Victory very likely now for the Dolphins as they take a knee here.